Your pursuit of fearlessness might be leading you into emotional detachment. Surprising, right? But this crucial warning could change your self-improvement journey. We often hear that embracing vulnerability is essential for growth. Be fearless. Step out of your comfort zone. But what if that journey carries a hidden cost? Picture this: you're scrolling through social media, bombarded by posts glorifying bravery. Initially, it feels empowering, but soon an unsettling isolation creeps in. This is just about representation jitters, it runs deeper. You might be dismissing your emotions, convinced they are weaknesses. In striving for fearlessness, are you sacrificing your true self? Consider a friend who seems unshakable, tackling challenges with ease. Yet, when they finally open up, there's a wall of silence. You start to wonder if they feel anything at all. The more they chase fearlessness, the further they drift from their emotions. Have you found yourself in a similar situation? Here's the catch: the very qualities that help you face challenges can also numb you to your feelings. You push through pain thinking it's a badge of honor. But what happens when you ignore the warning signs your mind and body are sending? Reflect on those moments when you brushed aside anxiety, believing it was just part of the journey. You might confuse vulnerability with weakness, but vulnerability is a bridge to connection, not a barrier. Genuine relationships require you to embrace discomfort, not flee from it. Now, let's consider the stakes. Emotional detachment can seep into your relationships. Ironically, the fearlessness you sought for empowerment may have left you isolated. But it doesn't have to end this way. What if you could redefine your approach? Instead of shunning your emotions, lean into them. Let fear teach you something about yourself. This could unlock deeper connections. Start sharing your fears, not just your triumphs. Vulnerability can be a powerful tool that draws you closer to others instead of pushing them away. As you reflect on your journey, ask yourself, are you embracing vulnerability or running from it? How is fearlessness shaping your emotional landscape? The uncomfortable truth is that true self-improvement isn't about ignoring the warning signs, it's about understanding and integrating them. Remember, fearlessness doesn't mean detachment. It means connecting even when it's tough. If this resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts below. Let's embrace the conversation. You might discover that your struggle is shared by many. Have you ever felt that strong urge to push your limits, only to realize it comes with a hidden cost? This relentless pursuit of fearlessness can lead you down an unexpected path. You might think you're just leveling up. Many people chase self-improvement like it's the holy grail, often unaware of a creeping emotional detachment. You dive into vulnerability, yet somehow feel more isolated than ever. Why does this happen? The answer runs deeper than you might think. Imagine scrolling through social media, watching Simone's inspiring transformation story. They faced their fears and stepped out of their comfort zone, motivating you until you notice that their triumphs often mask deep-rooted pain. It's easy to overlook how frequently this fearless narrative hides emotional scars. When you strive to be fearless, you might start dismissing your feelings as weaknesses. You tell yourself that vulnerability is just a stepping stone, but in reality, it can lead to numbness. Embracing fear can erode your emotional connections, leaving you feeling adrift. Picture this: you just nailed a big presentation at work. You're thrilled, but when you celebrate with friends, you struggle to connect. You can't quite share the joy or anxiety you felt. Instead, you brush it off with jokes, hiding behind a mask. The laughter feels hollow, right? This is just your experience. Many people find themselves stuck in a cycle where victories feel unearned because they aren't genuinely shared. The more you climb, the more you detach. You achieve great things but lose the ability to feel them deeply. And it gets worse: the more you detach, the more isolated you become. It turns into a vicious cycle. But what if I told you that true growth isn't about fearlessness? It's about having the courage to embrace vulnerability. The path to meaningful self-improvement isn't about shutting down your emotions, it's about understanding them. You don't need to conquer fear entirely, instead, learn to coexist with it. Now, think about someone you admire. Do they seem truly fearless, or do they also share their struggles? The most relatable stories come from those willing to show their fears, those who present themselves with honesty rather than bravado. That's where real connection happens. As you navigate your own journey, remember this: vulnerability dosed. It's the bridge that connects you to others and to yourself. So the next time you feel that urge to push through fear, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, am I protecting myself from pain, or am I just shutting myself off from feeling? Reflect on your journey for a moment. What fears are you ignoring? What parts of your emotional landscape remain uncharted? Embrace those feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. They aren't just obstacles, they're your allies in true self-discovery. As we wrap up, remember this: fearlessness is the absence of fear, it's the willingness to face it while staying open to your emotions. Let that be your guiding light. If you want to dive deeper into this journey of self-discovery, join me next time. Your most authentic self is waiting just beneath the surface. Sure, here's a refined version of your script chunk open these days. The more you chase fearlessness, the easier it becomes to wear a mask of invulnerability. Let's dig deeper. You might think you're improving by pushing through discomfort, but what if that discomfort is actually a call for connection? When was the last time you let someone see your true self, flaws and all? Picture this: you've just reached a significant milestone, and everyone is celebrating. But inside you feel empty. You've climbed the mountain, but woe's there to share the view? Ironically, in striving for self-sufficiency, you might be building walls around your heart. You could be surrounded by people yet still feel isolated. You're achieving more than ever, but the joy of shared experiences is fading. Why is this happening? Because the deeper you dive into self-improvement without embracing vulnerability, the more you risk emotional detachment. But here's the turning point: you have the power to change this. It starts with a single step. Instead of rushing to conquer your fears, take a moment to sit with them. Embrace your imperfections. What if vulnerability became your strength instead of your weakness? Start small: share a fear with someone you trust, or open up about a struggle you've faced.